They call me the devil.
It's nice to meet you.
You know, funny enough, this is actually the most sane customer I've seen on this show, especially compared to the flasher guy. Growing up in the early 2000s, there were certain shows that were universally labeled as dad TV. You know, your Deadliest Catch, Ice Road Truckers, and for all you history buffs, Pawn Stars. Now, Pawn Stars especially was big in my house. The amount of times I've heard something like, "Oh, you have the mummified corpse of King Tut? Best I can do is $250. is wild. We watched that show religiously. But what would happen if they made Pawn Stars in an alternate reality where everybody
Your store, bitch!
has lead poisoning?
Who are you?
I'm Richard the Zombie.
You would get Harcore Pawn, a true TV show from 2010 to 2015 that aired after the success of Pawn Stars. Which, by the way, I think I need to mention, Pawn Stars, Harcore Pawn, you see what they're doing there? If I had a nickel for every show that replaced porn with pawn as a fun little play on words, I would have 3 nickels, actually, because pornography exists. I mean, why? Why are they doing this? Harcore Pawn follows another pawn family, Les Gold and his kids Seth and Ashley, as they run a pawn shop in Detroit. It's a lot like Pawn Stars, you know, people come in trying to sell God knows what, but while Pawn Stars may have some disagreements with customers when it comes to haggling prices, Harcore Pawn...
What's he gonna do? I took alligators bigger than him. I ain't scared of him. Come on, my man. Hey, man, you can't get... Hey!
just has the craziest people you've ever seen. For example, let's start off with the guy that I hinted at in the intro, because I feel like this clip best describes how a typical interaction goes on this show. It starts off with this customer who is accused of knocking over and breaking this lamp.
I picked it up to be a nice guy, protect y'all's establishment. My man blaming that on me.
And you know, in our universe, where lead was removed from the water supply, any normal person would have just paid for the lamp and moved on. But instead, he escalates the situation, threatens Les.
I'm crazy, mother.
How crazy are you?
Crazy enough.
How crazy?
I
To do
should
what?
get a check.
To do what?
Whip your ass.
Who, at this point, looks like if Dr. Phil had the 1,000-yard stare of a Vietnam War veteran, and gets taken out by security.
A guy needed help.
Yeah, come outside. I dare you.
My kind of help. Assistance out of the door.
Pretty crazy interaction already, right? No, it keeps going. He starts picking a fight with Joe the security guard until...
Y'all want some meat? I'll give you every bit of it, dog.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, big
God.
Horny bitches! Yeah, bitches!
Damn.
I mean, what is this show, dude? Why?
Les's customers do not come to their store, plan to see wieners running up and down the parking lot.
You would think that would be their craziest interaction, but no. Every episode is like this. I could go all day just showing you my favorite clips from this show, but instead, for this video, we are going to focus on 3 specific clips, ending with my favorite customer freakout on this show. It's a lot. So, if you're new to the channel, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. My name is Patrick. Subscribe if you like this video. But without further ado, Harcore Pawn, customer disrespects Ashley. May God help this man. So this scene starts off with a customer...
Damn, I'll get some on this boy. Ooh.
Trying out a massage table, before calling over one of the employees, Ashley.
I want Ashley, man. That's my girl. Yeah, I want Ashley, man. That's my bitch.
Keep in mind, for all you curious about the Harcore Pawn lore, Ashley is the daughter of the owner, Les, who also happens to have the power to melt minds with just his stare. So needless to say, this will not end well.
This is a sex table, baby, right?
This actually...
Get your ass over there and shut up. Look, let me ask you something.
No,
No, you be
shush.
quiet. Look, come this way, baby.
Who do you
Come here,
think you are
sexy.
to talk to me like
Bro,
that?
if you let me, I'll be slapping that ass.
Lordy. See, the funny thing about this is, as crazy as this man is being, every service worker has dealt with someone like this at least once. The difference is, in our universe, again, no lead in the water supply, workers are told not to talk back to customers. But at this shop, they do not give a shit. The amount of times on this show that employees just get in customers' faces and have screaming matches.
Try it. What? I dare you.
You bad, huh?
It's awesome. It is all the time. Takes him by the back of the neck, leads him out, and for a brief moment all around the world, retail workers everywhere breathe a sigh of relief as Les proved once and for all that the customer is always wrong. Let's go! Fuck him up!
Disrespect to my daughter like that. Time to get out.
I'll tear that up, boy.
Oh lord. I'll admit, I was all for messing that guy up, but now I'm just genuinely scared for him. Les is gonna kill him.
You don't talk about my daughter that way.
Where's she?
You understand that? You understand that?
Yeah, man.
You understand that?
I got you.
Don't with my kid.
I'm sorry, man.
You don't with my kid.
Sorry, Les.
It's at this point I'm sure you can see the difference between the characters of these two shows. Because on the one hand, you have the virgin Rick Harrison, who is bald and is a frequent patron of Weenie Hut Juniors, versus the Chad Les Gold, who is not balding in the slightest, full head of hair, and practically runs the Salty Spittoon of Detroit.
You don't with my kid. If this guy ever shows his face in this store again, we're gonna kick his ass.
Man, you do not mess with Les Gold, alright? This show's wild. Totally not scripted either. This is a real show and real customers, I swear. Next up, we have a clip that shows the real stars of the show, the security. Joe and Byron run security, and they are always present in these clips, always ready to throw someone out.
Give me my purse.
It's so funny seeing these clips where people start raising their voice, it cuts to another angle, and then he's right behind me, isn't he? And in this clip, Harcore Pawn, man stop, drops, and rolls, security gets to set this man on fire. Well, not actually, but it would be good TV.
Someone driving a white Ford conversion van?
A white what?
White Ford conversion van, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you got to move your car from that, man.
So he explains to the man that he needs to move his car, but in classic entitled customer fashion, he refuses and starts yelling.
I'll park where the I can park at, okay? Now back the up and let me do me, please.
Okay, well, I'm about to do this now.
Oh, you damn man.
You know you are fucked when a 6'8", 300-pound man says, I'ma do me now. Straight voice as he starts hovering towards you. You're dead. You're dead. What are you gonna do?
Touch me, man. Please don't touch me, man. Don't touch me. I ain't take my medicine, Diesel. Pick my head up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, kind of is a good way of self-defense, though. Oh, you know you can't beat your opponent? Just scream and breakdance a bit. Gets him every time. I'm gonna try that next time I get pulled over. Fucking cop won't know what hit him. Oh.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. No!
You know, it is unoriginal and not funny, but I have to say it. Me when my wife doesn't let me buy a new Lego set. I am a 25-year-old man. You know, the longer this plays out, the more I think, what were those meds that he mentioned? Because it's funny to sit here and laugh at the guy for how crazy he's being, but what if he missed his, like, schizophrenia medication? This man could be fighting demons for all we know. I mean, it's more likely he's just throwing a tantrum because he didn't get what he wanted. Or, you know, the whole thing is scripted, but I'm just saying. What if he's fighting demons? He gets rolled out of the store, continues to freak out, and gets put in his car.
I back up. Whose car is that in front of you?
And you know what? I'm not gonna say it. It is unoriginal and not funny, but I'm gonna say it. Me when someone cuts me off in traffic. I have a gun in the glove box. Again, another insane customer, and yet we still haven't even scratched the surface of what this show has to offer. But before we move on to the next clip, I did want to take a look at the comments of this video, just to get an idea of what people think of this show. I mean, we all know it's faked and staged, it's a TV production, but, I mean, what do they have to say? And that guy's vote counts the same as yours and mine. We really are doomed. 500 likes. Alright, that's enough of that. We still haven't figured out that TV shows are staged. Moving on. Before we watch the last clip, I did want to give an honorable mention to my man Richard the Zombie.
I'm Richard the Zombie. I'm a zombie in the actor.
While everyone else just wants to cause problems, Richard is an unproblematic zombie king that took the greatest deal on the show.
So how much you want for the metal detector?
150.
Would you take $6?
That's fine.
Now, my favorite clip of the show is titled Harcore Pawn, Angry Redneck Storms Out. And that's because not only is it exactly what the title suggests, but it encompasses everything that makes this show great, all in one clip. First, we start off with the wacky characters, as this episode was actually a collab with the Duck Dynasty cast.
We need some money. We're going to out west. We killed all the deer in Michigan, so we got to go out for bigger and better stuff.
Already off to a great start, they somehow killed all the deer in Michigan, truly an incredible feat, and are moving west for bigger and better things.
So how much are you looking for?
About $900.
I thought that they were kidding. The last time I saw one of these computers was in the 80s. To be honest, if you bought these new, it's about like 400 bucks.
We need more than that.
Yeah, we need more than that.
Again, we know the show is scripted, but how do you get that number? $900 for a computer that the cavemen first programmed fire on? That's crazy already, but what's crazier is how customers react when they tell them their items are not worth that.
What I can offer you is zero.
Zero? What the you mean zero?
Most people don't get that aggravated when they bring in like ancient artifacts.
Yeah, people collect these.
Oh, they're antiques now.
Again, just another example of the employees just not giving a shit about how they treat customers. Just being sassy left and right. They do not care. It's hilarious. This man's a hero for all the retail workers that just want to call out dumbass customers. Real quick, before we get back to that, just a little story I wanted to tell. When I used to work at Wendy's, my absolute worst day was when I had to argue with a customer that accused me of stealing their drink just because I handed them a cup and told them to fill it from, you know, the soft drink machine, and they thought I just wasn't giving them their drink. I kept handing them the cup and being like, please, just go fill it, this is what people do, and they were accusing me of not giving them their drink. I don't know. That was my worst day working at Wendy's. And I once watched somebody die there. That was my second worst day. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, back to it.
Zero. How many times do I need to tell you? We're not interested in. Leave the store. I'm not taking it. Guarantee you it's walking out at the same time you are. Have a good day.
So they take their computer and start heading out.
You know, I couldn't give them anything for these computers, but it's good to know ZZ Top is still in Detroit.
Got him. But as we've learned, the parking lot is where the real magic happens.
They can't give me a time for...
Oh, man! Man, why'd you break that, man?
I did not drop it on accident, man. I didn't break it.
Oh, man. $900 down the drain. Oh, how could you do this, Cletus? What the fuck you dropped my $900 computer for, Cletus? Oh, my goddamn. I ought to shoot you for that. I ought to kill you like one of them deers right now. Damn, Cletus.
I thought it was you, man.
Oh, that's good.
Now you should have that. Put it in the dumpster.
Something about two rednecks just throwing computers at each other while the background music is going. That's my impression of redneck music. And guess what? It keeps getting better.
I know what it is.
Is this just an everyday occurrence in Detroit. This woman acted like she's done this 100 times, just keeping the streets clean of redneck tomfoolery. And for good measure, even more damage as they leave.
Now you can have it.
What can I say? This show is awesome, and I would totally be down to watch more clips if you guys let me know in the comments. Clearly, I have a habit of watching wild, nonsensical TV shows on this channel. I mean, you might have seen last week we watched Chris Angel's new show that absolutely nobody has seen. If you haven't, watch it now. But yeah, I love this stuff, so let me know in the comments if you want to see more. Watch the Chris Angel video if you're interested, and subscribe if you like this one. Have a good one. Bye!